Yo, what up, Jolt? Before we get into Jolt TV, I've got two very exciting things to tell you about, both happening this spring. Number one is the Jolt Spring Bash. We're gonna show up here at the church for an hour and a half and just have a giant party. Lots of games, lots of fun, totally free. Bring all of your friends. It's gonna be awesome. It is April 23rd, 4 o'clock. It's a Saturday, 4 to 5:30. And then we're actually gonna do a movie day at 6, so you can stay and watch the movie too. Ton of fun. The second thing is our Never Too Young day trip. On May 7th, another Saturday, we're gonna go down to Indiana Wesleyan University. It's about 2.5 hours away for a fun, energetic day that the purpose is to help middle schoolers learn how to impact their world for Jesus. We went last year, such a fun day, so awesome. That trip is gonna cost $75 or $25 if your parent is willing to drive, because we need some drivers. And also parents, we will cover your gas. Plus you need money because we're gonna stop at Chick-fil-A on the way home. Check both of those out. Be there. Have any of you ever seen a dragon egg? Like a real life dragon egg? Yeah, I have not. It's a very sad part of my life. Have any of you ever seen a real life dragon? No, not a Komodo dragon. Although Komodo dragons are pretty awesome. And total side note, one of my favorite blends of coffee. What? It's not made from a, what? Anyway, let's move on. What I mean is mythical dragons, kind of like these. And total side note, there's nothing to do with anything. Isn't it so weird that every ancient culture believed in dragons? Like every single one of them. But they didn't know each other. So how did they all get an idea about dragons if dragons never existed? You know, I actually have an idea of where they got their ideas of dragons. Did you guys know that there's actually dragons in the Bible? Anyways, to us, dragons seem pretty invincible. Like if we tried to fight a dragon, you know, we would lose. I mean, with modern technology, modern weapons, we could probably take down some dragons, but I want you to imagine Evan fighting a dragon. I want you to imagine Evan, Seth, and Trey fighting a dragon. I mean, what if it was this dragon? Yeah. Still no. Yeah, they're still gonna lose that battle. Dragons, they seem pretty invincible, but their eggs are still very fragile. What if I told you that this was a dragon egg? Now, obviously, this is my phone, but imagine for a minute that it's a real egg and that I remembered to bring an egg when we shot this video. So pretend this is a dragon egg. Would you believe me? I mean, probably not, right? But if I was holding a real egg right now and I told you it was a dragon egg, you wouldn't really know that it was not a dragon until it hatched, right? You would have to be patient while it grows, which is actually part of our big idea this week, that God is patient with us while we grow. See, I think dragons are cool. I think we think dragons are cool. But God thinks we are way cooler than dragons. God thinks we are way cooler than we think dragons are cool. I'm confused. God thinks we're really cool. God really loves all of us. And God loves you exactly the way you are. But God loves you so much, He doesn't want to leave you the way you are. He wants to help you grow. He wants to help you get better. That's so awesome. The God that we love and follow isn't satisfied with who He loves us exactly the way we are, but because He loves us so much, He wants us to get better. I love that. And I also love that God is going to be patient as we grow. God is not expecting us to be perfect. God knows that we're looking for progress, not perfection. None of us will be perfect. It's not possible, but we can continue to grow our whole life. And that's the point. So do we ever stop growing? No. Does God ever stop being patient? No. God is always patient. We should always be growing. Here's a quick story, a parable from Jesus to help illustrate it. Luke chapter 13, starting in verse 6. Then Jesus told this story. A man planted a fig tree in his garden and came again and again to see if there was any fruit on it. But he was always disappointed. Finally, he said to his gardener, "I've waited 3 years, and there hasn't been a single fig. Cut it down. It's just taking up space in the garden." The gardener answered, "Sir, give it one more chance. Leave it another year, and I'll give it special attention and plenty of fertilizer." Gross. "If we get figs next year, fine. If not, then you can cut it down." What does that story mean? I don't know. Go to your groups, talk about it.